Folks, friends, family, fellow philosophers, and fallacy fighters, hello and welcome to yet another rendition of the Matrix phone booth. This is going to be a test and see how the multi-stream works. The multiple streams we're streaming for the first time ever on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and one other, I think. No, I think that's it, actually. Rumble, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch, yeah. But yeah, kind of a trial run to see how things run with multiple streams. The computer might shit out. If you're new here, which is very likely, what we try to do is we go into what I call the trenches of idiocracy, which is Omegle, or Monkey. Monkey doesn't work too well on my computer right now, but what we do is we try to go into the trenches of idiocracy and we try to reverse that condition of idiocracy by asking questions, recommending maybe some websites, maybe some books. It depends what sparks the individual's interest, but some fun conversations. You get folks using words that they don't know the definition of often. So let's see what happens. Sometimes, well, often, it takes a bit. Like, my computer has to warm up to the Omegle roll. I don't even know what to call it, but it often takes a minute. It might not even work. Looks like we're frozen. So far, not a great test. Not great results from the test. I might have to drop one of these, a couple of these.
Okay.
Hello. Do you like books?
I want to get into reading books, actually.
Why, yeah. Why not? Why haven't you? Why aren't you?
One, I got two, and I got.
Okay, see, it just takes a second to warm up. I have to, like, break through the membrane of idiocracy of Omegle. See, we're on here on a Saturday night, so a lot of people are trying to, I guess, pick up a partner on here, I think is what people try to do. I think that's generally why people are on here. I'm not too sure. Sometimes you run into... It's better during the week, because you can, like, hello, how's it going? Nope. It's better during the weekdays, because one of the long-standing goals of this show is to get into classrooms and have the teacher either take the phone from the student or have the student hand the phone to the teacher. Hello. And yeah, I want to get the phone over to a teacher and maybe have a class discussion one of these days. A long-standing goal. People get one good look at me, and they do not like what they see. Maybe I'll let my hair down, so I'm more I don't know. I don't even know. There you go. Hello. Definitely getting... it might be the quality that I'm coming through, and I'm just frozen up. On the opposite end, I'm just going to push through. Just going to push through this and see how well of a test this is. I do want to discuss Tavistock Institute. What the fuck? See, people warn me that you see some weird shit on this app. I never have personally. Well, of course I've seen some weird shit, but... Alright, hey, how's it going? Care to answer a question? I was working on a picture there. Yeah, I might have to drop one of these. Let's stop this for a second. I'm gonna drop off of Twitch because drop off of Twitch because no one's on there to see this. Even though they need this, that people should probably be focused on this on Twitch, but it's I guess it's like sports for like people that think football is stupid. I don't know. No, that's not a good way of putting that. Like, grown men watching other grown men play video games is like... It is like football in a way, but it's like, with a softer touch. It's like more in tune with your emotional side, but still football. I don't know. There you go. There's some philosophy for you. Let's see if we can ask some people what slavery is. See if we can get a good definition. Maybe I'll turn my light off so we get a better blacklight effect. It's still pretty light out there, so maybe I'll block a little light. Nah, I want the sunshine. Yeah.
Let's go.
How am I coming through? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I like blurry? Am I laggy?
Yes, I can.
Well. That's the nature of streaming on a computer that was built in like 2011.
Yeah, it's not.
What the fuck? People just hang out in front of. I don't get it. I don't get it, but like groups of people like go bowling, or I don't know. I don't know. Nope. I don't like that. Nope. Someone said they saw someone commit suicide on one of these chat things, either Omegle or Monkey. This is wild. It might be because I'm streaming through Rumble and it's not going as well, but let's see. Is this, yeah. I'm just getting brushed through, and that's not normal. Normally people stop, have a quick chat. Hey, do you know how to generate human freedom, or the dynamic which generates human freedom? You know, something quick like that, something easy. Which it's morality for those who might be not aware of that. It is morality. Morality is the dynamic which generates freedom. At least on this planet. So spread the word. Okay, see, now I know. I am.
No, it's love, because I really love that show for like that was my shit. Like,
hey, could I ask you a question?
oh no, babes, I never said that. No, I'm okay. I don't want that.
Oh, that's what we can't.
No, you can though.
So I'm trying to get an idea of what people think of. What is slavery? Like, what do you? Well. Books?
Oh.
Books? No. No. We'll just keep that there.
Hello? It's dead right now.
I gotta come up with a gimmick. I need like a jester hat, or I do have like a space helmet that I call my tinfoil helmet, but I need a better prop than this. This isn't gonna, you know what I mean? It'll have to do for now. I'll just have to be on here like fucking with this thing on playing a flute. Hello, how you doing? Let's see. If that doesn't do it, I don't know what it is. It's probably the connection. It's probably because I'm coming in like laggy or pixelated, heavily pixelated. That's my best guess. Or just like I said, people get one good look at me and say, hell no. Yeah, let's... I don't want to end it and restart it, because I feel like it just needs to push through. See, that would have stopped me in my tracks, so I think it's something... This is the testing portion of it. Yeah, I don't know if you see a guy in a tinfoil helmet playing a flute. That should stop you. That should stop you, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not everyone's stopped by the same thing. Hello, can you hear me? Alright, so something not right here. So I'm just gonna try YouTube and Rumble, and I guess drop kick.
Are you here evangelizing for NASA?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm on here.
Or not?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I work for NASA. So I'm on here. I'm actually taking a survey for NASA.
Okay.
We're trying to get a general idea of what the
really?
public
Okay.
thinks. So, I mean, to the best of your knowledge, what would you say is slavery? What is slavery? We need to know this over at NASA.
So, wow, slavery. I'd say labor that the other person is not wanting or willing to do, but is forced to do.
Okay.
That's what I'd say.
Any like end notes or anything you'd want to add?
I'd say that slavery is still in America, but it's in the prison systems. Basically, what they do is they take the prisoners and they take them out to they take them out to still. Some of them be picking cotton fields, bro. That's kind of crazy. But it's not just black people now; it's everybody.
Well, sure.
So.
I mean, there's nothing, like, although cotton fields were involved in human slavery at one point in history, there's a lot of ways to enslave people. You could have them building cell phones or, all sorts of other things.
That's probably some Chinese activity right there.
Making peanut butter in a peanut butter factory. There's plenty of other examples that just aren't coming to mind. But that being said, I guess I agree with the first sentiment, the first part where you're forced to do labor against your will. Now, what I'd add to that is when a percentage of that labor, someone else profits from a percentage of that labor, and they didn't really work or do anything or weren't involved with the process of creating the product or mowing the lawn or what have you. So now, here's what I'd like to ask you. So say someone takes 1% of my labor and profits from it.
Okay.
Would that be considered slavery?
No.
Okay. That's a good point because I didn't specify. I mean, we could have both come to an agreement where maybe I give him 1%. But let's say if I disagreed to give him the 1%, he'd send people to my house with like guns who would threaten to throw me in a cage for not paying that 1%. Then is it slavery?
So wait, did you get paid for doing labor?
Well, I got paid for doing the labor, but for some reason, this person says that they need the 1% of that labor. And I said I didn't want to pay it. And they said, well, that's too bad because if you don't pay it, we're going to send people with guns to your house that are going to take you from your house and like throw you in a cage or something.
I think you're talking about taxes and the CIA and the IRS.
Well, the IRS and taxes, yeah. I mean, not so much the CIA. I'm sure they come to your door for other reasons, but they don't give a shit about taxes too much. Although they are being funded by them in certain respects. But at any rate, yes, ding, ding, ding. Yeah. You are correct, sir. I am kind of in a roundabout way talking about taxes.
To the government.
Well then, okay, cool. What do you think of this then? What are you playing, a video game?
Government is slavery. Yes. Yes. Rainbow Six Siege.
I don't know what that is, but you don't watch other
It's just
men. You don't watch other people stream video games, do you?
so I watch YouTube. I don't watch streams. It's just I can't do that.
But you watch like playbacks of people playing games, like speed
Yeah, I'd say
runs.
so.
Well, stop doing
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Stop
I
doing
mean,
that. Because
Why?
because you're gonna get older and you're gonna be like, God damn it, I wish I read more books. Because those video games just made me retarded. Although there's there's
I'd say
successful. Go on. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say there's some games that help build certain aspects of your brain or certain portions,
Yeah, but
like problem solving,
you,
creativity.
I'd say even the worst book is better than the best video game for like building your brain. You know, like I'd say Redfish Bluefish is better
That's fair.
than Tetris. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I read the Bibles I try to read it often, but not too often.
Well, here's a
Which the
book.
Bible's like 1400 like style, the one I read at least.
Here's a book I want to
Damn, that guy's
recommend.
cheating. That guy's cheating.
Here's a book I want to recommend to you. It's called The End of All Evil by Jeremy Locke. Jeremy Locke, The End of All Evil. Dude, it's like 90 pages, okay? I want you
That's
to
not bad at all.
I want you to just consider reading this book and
Okay.
and processing the information there within. And
So what does it talk about?
it talks about
Give it a
what evil
summary.
is. It talks about how
Yeah.
coercion and basically fear is used to maintain evil institutions. Yeah, that's a good summary.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I believe the evil in this world, it comes from the devil. That's what I believe.
well,
That's what I'd say.
I'm gonna move
Damn,
along. I want to encourage you to play less video games. I sent a bunch of websites here if you're interested in learning. But you
Alright.
don't want to necessarily order a book. There's some websites in here. Technocracy.news is definitely a good one. So
Okay.
yeah, use less AI. Quit playing so many video games, and read more books. That's all I
I do
can
think
tell
that
ya.
would benefit me, honestly.
I'm telling you, dude. And look, who wants to be around an illiterate person? Who even wants to have a conversation with someone who can't keep a focused attention span on anything? You know what I mean? Like video games destroy your attention
Yeah.
span. Books actually strengthen your attention span.
Yeah.
So, just food for
Yeah,
thought.
they do. Because them bitches be boring. Sometimes.
It's true, but you push through it. Anyways, what was your name, man?
My name is Dylan.
Dylan. Well, you have a wonderful evening, man. Consider what I've said today, and
And you too.
have a good
Hey,
evening.
do you want to consider something I say today, though?
Of course, yeah. What do you got for me?
I'd say that you're an intelligent man, right?
I don't know. I'm probably
Would you say so?
I'm probably average intelligence, man. I wouldn't say
So
I'm
you're literate.
I'm not smarter than. I'd say I have an average intelligence. Don't let the books trick you. Like reading,
Yeah.
it doesn't make you automatically more intelligent. Like
Yeah, that's true.
there's still a lot of shit that I'm learning myself. But go on. What were you gonna say or ask or whatever?
I was gonna say that I think that the true meaning and true purpose of this world is a relationship with Jesus Christ, and I think that if you are ever struggling, you ever just are down, you don't know what to do in your life, you have no purpose, you feel like you don't. I'd say at least one time, it doesn't matter if you're atheist or what. I tell these people all the time, if you just try praying one time, I guarantee you, you'll have an encounter with Jesus. Of course, you need to pray to Jesus, though. I do specify that every time.
Well, I don't necessarily abdicate that anyone subscribe to one religion or the other. You know, I wouldn't
Yeah.
consider myself an atheist. I believe there's some type of underlying force of creation, but
Yeah.
you know, whether Jesus was even a living being or not is kind of irrelevant. You know, it's just kind of
Well,
the
there's a lot of evidence for that.
sure. That's not, you know, that point doesn't matter as much to me. Like, he could have very well been real. There's a lot of evidence that points to
Yeah.
both sides. That part doesn't matter. I mean, it's more the allegorical message. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and just the nuance with the story. Like, he came back with the sword. A bunch of his friends were prostitutes. Like, the little details. You know what I mean? But at any rate, I appreciate the message, man. You know, I think people need to get into the Christ consciousness. You know, the idea of sacrificing things is noble.
That is the whole point actually, that of Jesus. I think the whole point was to show that his true, like, how much he loved us, you know. So he had to like put it into our heads by genuinely putting himself in a body, which,
Well,
you know, I don't know what you believe with that, but I personally
I was just gonna say, because like, if you think about it, really, the only thing that really matters that's the same in Jesus's time as our time is there's like a class of people
yeah.
that want to enslave and keep everyone in debt and just kind of keep everyone as a cog in
Yeah.
this unsustainable machine. And so that's all that really matters, right? Is that, like, Jesus was like, oh, I don't like these things, you know, like military or government. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the important part that they don't really talk about enough in church.
I think they don't want to scare their people, because in Christianity, when you correlate how the government is right now to the Bible, it correlates to Revelations, which is the end of the Bible. So, meaning, with how the government is now, which there's been evil governments from, like, every
Since the
I don't know,
inception of
point in time. There's
government, the
been evil
first
governments. There's
government
been
ever
Rome. There's
created
been,
was evil. You know, that's just the
exactly,
nature of government.
that was.
But
But I
well,
appreciate talking to you, man.
yeah, dude. No, seriously, check out The End of All Evil. Check out that book. Also check out a book called The
All
Most
right.
Dangerous Superstition, if you can remember, and maybe put the controller down for half a second, screenshot the websites I've put here, and get
got
to
you.
work.
Oh,
Get to work.
excellent. Turn it on. All right, I got it.
You're not going to figure out how to be
Saved
happy
that to
playing
photos.
video games. All right. There you go, folks. Dylan, who had a pretty good running definition of slavery out the gate. Hello, can you hear me?
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Hello?
No, we cannot. Did you just respond, you dumbass? You know you.
It's all right. I just
Hello?
wanted
I
to.
can't hear you.
I'm on here asking people a simple question. It's completely voluntary. If you don't feel like answering, I can move along. There you go. Hello, sir. I think I've seen that person on here before. Hello, how's it going, miss? Can you hear me? I hear you're bumping our boys back there. Is this Tavistock? I think I know this one. This is Tavistock, isn't it? I swear that was Tavistock's music. If you're watching this live on a stream and you don't know what Tavistock Institute is, get out of here and just search John Coleman Tavistock Institute and watch a couple videos. And you'll get the joke. The joke that I just made will make more sense.
No, I didn't.
Hello! How's it going, ladies? Well, the tinfoil helmet is... it's doing me more favors than not, I suppose. My computer, however, is not. But it's good. I'm glad I'm getting the early stream done on a shit machine. It's like learning how to play on an instrument. Or, sorry. It's like learning to play an instrument on a really shitty instrument. And then you can finally afford that Gibson or, you know. And then it's like butter. You know the metaphor. Or, you know what I'm going for. I swear, it only, like, lets me match with, like, a certain type of person sometimes. Like, there's people that could probably use the information more than Dylan, but maybe not. Not great, folks. And as soon as I do this, watch, it'll work. What's going on?
What's good, my nigga? What's good?
Not a lot of. I'm on here asking folks a question. It's voluntary. You don't have to answer. I can move along if you'd like. Would you? So the question is, what is slavery? What is slavery? Like, what?
It's like...
Yeah.
Slavery is when a person is like just a fucking peasant and there's somebody's like, someone owns a whole nother person and they make them do labor.
So they own the entirety of the being and they make them do labor. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what I.
So I wanna challenge that, right? Because I agree. You're not wrong. But I just want to challenge that. Maybe engage in an intellectual challenge here with you guys. So, what if let's say someone was forcing me to do labor that I didn't want to do, but instead of them getting like 100% of the labor, of the profits of my labor, I should say, instead of like 100%, let's say they only got like 30% of the profits that I worked for and they did not work for. Would you guys consider that slavery still?
If the person got money but they got 30%. I mean, yeah. If he's sitting at home not doing nothing and you're still doing work and he's still getting 30%, I mean, yeah, you're still a slave. You're working for him, are you not?
Well, and
you're still giving him money.
Let's add to that too, right? Let's say I tell him one day, "Hey, buddy, I don't want to give you 30%, because it's my fucking labor. You didn't earn any of this." And you know what he says back to me?
So then
he says,
what?
"Well, too bad. If you don't cough up that 30%, I'm going to send people with guns to your front door, and if you don't listen to them, they're going to take you to jail." Now that's definitely slavery, right?
Yeah.
That's like 100% slavery, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So what are you talking about?
So what I'm describing to you right now is the taxation system. You know, those Federal Reserve notes you were flashing on the camera in the beginning of the call? That's losing its value like every day, every second.
We know.
Right.
We know.
It's an illusion. It keeps. That's what keeps everyone doing things.
This
You know.
controls.
We gonna keep having this though. That's the thing.
This controls a person, bro.
And the reason people associate money with happiness.
Money is everything in this world right now. Money is everything, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's
no,
the truth,
I understand.
bro.
I'm
Money
aware
is
of where
everything.
we are in the world. I get it.
And this.
It's the perfect
just everything,
tool
bro.
for slavery. Wouldn't you agree? Because it's like
Yes,
no one will do
yes.
anything without money. Like, ask someone to do something for you that's like not, you know, an easy task. We're finding the sweet spot. This is still just a test. I definitely had to drop off of the others. Hello. That guy was having a good time. Whoa. You just can't tell if people are just on here jerking off or not. Hello? Can you hear me?
You're right.
Hello?
Hello.
May I ask you... Hello, sir. How am I coming through, gentlemen? Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Would you care to answer a question?
Yeah, what's the fucking question?
As long as it's not incriminating.
It's not incriminating. No, it's completely voluntary. You don't have to even answer it if you don't want to. But the question is, what is slavery?
Slavery.
Slavery is where you don't get paid and you get fucking.
When you're not getting paid enough and you're fucking working your ass off. That's
When you're not getting paid enough and you're working your ass off. That's simple and elegant. I like it.
Scratch that.
What?
Scratch that.
What do
I
you
have
mean?
different input on that.
I say that's what it is. But...
All right, you want to hear my input?
Of course, yeah. Let's hear it.
When you're not getting paid at all and you're getting degraded and fucking beat every day when you work.
Wow, that's pretty intense. I think that could be classified as something other than slavery. That's like chattel slavery, or that's like fucking torture. That's like a day at the CIA.
That's slavery. I mean, people were getting whipped back then, like fucking gashes through their back. Like, isn't it kind of like irrelevant?
Well, okay, no, I mean you're not wrong. That definitely would be slavery. What you're describing. I just wanna push it a little further, right? Because you're saying it's when you're forced to work and somebody else gets all of the profits of your labor. And what
I won't say that. Yeah.
What I want to say is, what if instead of someone getting the entirety of your profits of your labor, what if they were just getting 1%? And if you refuse to give them that 1%, they threaten to throw you in jail. Would that still be slavery?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it would. I agree with you, fellas. I agree.
Yeah.
That's slavery.
So then...
Because you're only getting that 1 fucking %.
No. Let's say I keep 99%, and the person who didn't work for the money got 1%, even just 1%, and if I say I don't want to give you that 1%, I want to keep all 100%, not just 99, and they said back to me, well, if you do that, we're sending people to your house, and they're going to throw you in jail if you refuse to cooperate with them.
Welfare.
Yeah, that's slavery.
That's slavery. Bingo. Bingo. All right. Well, that's great. I mean, not a lot of people see it that way, and that's why the modern taxation system goes unchecked. Because a lot of people are just like, oh, yeah, no, let's just pay more and more, and we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens with that.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm not. It's, no one watches this shit, dude. No one watches this.
Hey,
but...
bro. No, bro, you'll make it. But can I just say hi to the stream?
Well, it's not a popularity contest. I'm simply on here just trying to have conversations with folks and try to make people maybe think in a different way than maybe they normally do.
Yeah.
Open-minded.
He said open-minded.
That's right. Do you gentlemen read books often?
I do not like reading books, but I know a lot of common facts.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, you can learn stuff outside of books. Books isn't the only place to learn things, but I will say there's a lot of side benefits to just learning things with books. It increases your attention span. It increases your vocabulary. You become a better speaker. So I want to encourage you guys to read more books. A real good book if you're not into reading, this book will get you into reading. It's a very short book. It's called The End of All Evil by Jeremy Locke. You could probably find a copy on Amazon for like $20 to $30. It's like 90 pages, and it's awesome, dude. It's really cool.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Keep it in mind and put it into action. All right? I'll leave you with that, gentlemen. Screenshot the chat that I sent in here. It's a bunch of websites you might want to check out.
Okay.
Cool.
Screenshot it.
Got it.
All right. You guys have a good one, and enjoy your evening. All right. I forgot to mention, if you want to call into the show, you just got to go on Omegle and go through the trenches until you land in the booth. Hello, Scream. You might have some expertise on this. Do you speak? Does this persona allow you to speak? Or are you really invested in the character? All right. So let's just simplify this. Let's just shorten the whole process. Would you say that taxation is a form of slavery? Just yes for yes. You can just yes. All right. Uh-oh. This could be something sinister. I think we're gonna skip that just to not get any channels nuked. Hello.
He looks like he.
Hello, hello.
Fucking skip!
No, wait.
it!
Fellas, hold on. I gotta be quicker to the draw. I gotta be more of a salesman with it. And we'll see who we land on. It's weird. It's like it works and then it's just shit for a bit. It's gotta be how I pop up. Hello, how's it going, folks? Care to discuss objective morality?
Well, he looks like he's about it.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, people want to see you doing something up here. They definitely don't want to just immediately have to think.
Would you let me crack?
So, answer this question, sir. What is slavery?
I don't know. When like the people are like held without like no freedom and they have to do shit. I don't know.
When people are held with like no freedom and they have to do shit, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. What about this? Let's say someone wants just 1% of what I earned, even though they didn't earn it. And if I said no, then they said, I'll throw you in jail. Are you following? Is that slavery?
Nah. I mean, wait, hold on. There's a...
That guy wasn't paying attention. He was jerking off or something, dude. Quit jerking off. Trenches of idiocracy. Quit jerking off. How's it going, sir? Hell yeah. Is this Tavistock? This is these dudes, right? I fucking love that album. I love Tavistock's self-titled. Hello. Care to answer a question? I have a question. It's voluntary. You don't have to answer it. I just need to know if you'd like to or not. Alright. I'll take that as a no, sir. How we doing? Hello. Care to answer a question?
What is that?
It's my tinfoil helmet.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So what is slavery?
Everybody in this world.
Everybody in this world. Wow. Okay. I suppose... I don't know if you can make a blanket statement like that. I don't know. There's got to be certain pockets of the world that aren't enslaved. That we're not aware of.
Well, in America, we're all slaves to the government.
Well, doesn't that then make the government the masters?
They are. They run the world. The Jews.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if you can give credit to just like...
They do.
I don't know if you can give credit to... I don't think it's that simple. You know, I don't think you can just give credit to one religion or ethno-religious group. Well, not a bad answer. That's the first time I've ever heard everybody in the world. Hello. What's going on? You guys care to answer a question?
What? Sure.
What is slavery?
Your mom's not mine.
No, seriously, come on.
Don't even fucking answer, bro.
Slavery is the act of keeping somebody imprisoned and making... No, that's labor. putting a person in prison.
Someone's got to
Making them
know.
work for you.
So, like, if a guy shoots someone or, like, rapes someone and goes to prison and him being in prison, that's slavery? I don't think so.
No, making them
You're gonna give us some good advice, bro.
Yeah.
Sure, do you guys want some good advice?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, check it out. Read more books. Read a lot of books. Well, read more.
I do read a lot of books. I read more than an average person should.
Okay. Prove it. You asked for good advice. That's solid advice. No matter who you are. No matter how much you read.
I my grandpa might. Hello.
Hello. Care to answer a question, ladies? Negative.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Tinfoil hat is fire.
It's a tinfoil helmet, actually. Thank you for noticing.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job with NASA.
I get it.
I'm doing I got a job interview with NASA here later, so I'm seeing. Hopefully, this will get me in. But at any rate,
That's fire. Are you gonna? You're gonna wear the hat in your interview? Or
yeah,
not?
dude. Yeah. You know, because it's like a space helmet. It's a tinfoil helmet, but you could pass this off along as a space helmet. And
I mean, you could. Yeah.
so with that being said, I'm on here asking folks one question, and I'd love your feedback if you'd care to answer the question.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, excellent. So the question is, what is slavery?
Okay. The dictionary definition, or what we would define as slavery?
Well, yeah, what is it? It doesn't necessarily have to be, like, dictionary accurate, but, like, what is it? You know what I mean? How would you...
So you're asking every individual person, what would you deem as slavery?
What do you think it is? Right. What do you think would meet, like, a definitional criteria of slavery?
Right. Okay.
Let's hear it. What do you got?
Well, I think today's modern day slavery looks different than what we're taught in textbooks in a way, because there's more modern day slaves now than there was back in the 1800s, right?
Yes.
That's been a proven fact.
Yes.
And so I think it's when you hold someone against their will, right? Whether it's, you know, physically bonded or like
through
some sort
coercion
of I have something against,
or threat of
I have
violence.
something against you, threat of violence, you know, something like that.
Sure.
And you make them do something for you, right? And you keep them in that captivity, slavery, etc., whatever you want to call it, right?
Right.
I think that's what I would deem slavery as. What would you deem slavery as?
Well, I'd agree with you with most of that. The thing I like to ask after that, though, is there a certain percentage that someone can benefit from your labor that qualifies it as slavery? Like, so, like, because most people say off the bat, when you're forced to work for someone and they profit 100% of your labor, okay, well, what if it's 99%? Or what if it's 30%? Or what if it's 7%? Is it still slavery then?
Right. I think then you'd have to switch to, well, do you choose to do this? Do you have alternatives, right?
Right.
Because if it's not your choice 100%, then, you know, some part of you is being held against your will to do, you know, said work.
There you go. I think most people would agree. Not a lot of people that work in the IRS would agree. Not a lot of people in government would agree. Not a lot of police would agree with you even, or military. But that's neither here nor there. Now, let's say our taxes went toward providing everyone with a kitten that cures cancer, but it was still by force, and if you didn't pay it, you'd go to jail or they'd threaten violence upon you. Is that still slavery? Even if the tax money goes toward providing everyone a cancer-curing kitten.
Providing the kitten, as in this is your pet. You gotta take care of it.
This is a magical hypothetical.
Or just, here's this kitten.
Here's this kitten. It sustains your life, and it doesn't need to eat or drink water. It's a magical cancer-curing kitten, and the government's providing one to everybody. But if you don't pay the cancer-curing tax, or the cancer-curing kitten tax, excuse me, then we're gonna throw you in a cage and extort a bunch of money from you. Is that still slavery?
I see where you're going with this, but at the same time, I feel that that's where the definition of slavery comes in, because slavery is usually you doing some sort of work, whether it's sex work, physical labor, a lot of different things, but you're actually doing something versus receiving something and having to pay a tax on it.
Well, no, being forced to pay a tax so everyone can receive something. That's, I guess, how I'd word that.
Well, the American people are forced to pay taxes on so much in order to have certain benefits. So,
and none of those things that we pay taxes on are cancer-curing kittens. It's not a trip to Hawaii. It's not like a waterbed.
It's benefits for our country, which is really just the government and their paychecks.
But, right. I mean, do you know how many missiles I've probably been able to afford in my working career over the last several years? I've probably straight up been able to afford like 1 or 2 missiles at this point for the government.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
But all right, cool. Well, dude, let me leave you with this, because it seems like you like thinking, at least, and you like conversation. Screenshot the chat I sent. There's a group of websites in there. They all have spaces between the dot whatever, because you'll get kicked off Omegle if you send websites that talk about natural law and freedom and anarchy and stuff. But you can come on here and call people the N-word and jerk off on camera and all that stuff. You just can't talk about books or
for real.
Actual information. But all right, man, I'll leave you with that. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Let's see. How we doing? Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, my nigga, dude?
I got my tinfoil helmet on, and I'm on here.
I need one.
You do, man. You do. You need a tinfoil helmet. It's a great investment. It's made by the Reynolds brand. I don't know if you know the Reynolds bloodline. It's kind of an older bloodline. They make tinfoil now, and they have their son Nathan.
Is that like the tractor? Is that the tractor? Reynolds Farming or something like that?
No, Reynolds tinfoil. You know, the Reynolds tinfoil. They make the hats.
Is that blue? Is that a blue? Is that a blue box?
Yes, it's an ancient.
I have some in the kitchen. Yeah.
It's an old bloodline, dude. That's an old family. But at any rate, that's besides the point. I want to ask you a question. I'm on here asking folks one specific question. Would you care to answer? It's voluntary.
Go ahead, bro.
The question is, what is slavery?
Anything? Sorry, bro. There's a little bit of delay between us. There's a little bit of a delay between us. So I was just gonna say, this is way better than seeing a fucking dude jacking his dick. So.
Yeah. No, I understand. Sorry. I call Omegle the trenches of idiocracy, and what I try to do is I get on here. I try to encourage people to read more books like The End of All Evil or Tavistock Institute.
If you want to end all evil, bro, you have to realize that. You have to awake, like everybody's awakening no matter what. No matter what happens, people are going to awaken to it. But it's slowly happening to the point where it's been known for thousands and thousands of years, bro. All you got to do is know that the Jews are the synagogue of Satan. The Jews are not Hebrews of old. I don't know if you know that, but the Jews today are literally the seed of Cain, who was the seed of the serpent.
So,
Although, what was your question? What was your question, bro?
Well, no, because now I want to explore this. Now I want to talk about this, right? Because
I still want to know what your question was, though.
We will get to that, but the Talmudic Judaism is just like a faction of the global.
The Talmud. Now, Judaism's a religion, bro. That's a religion. The Jews are a race, bro.
But the Jews
are a race.
The Jewish people aren't solely responsible for the slavery that is currently taking place.
They are actually.
So your stance is it's one group of people that is controlling the whole world, and you don't think that's a little naive?
No, I think it's more hiding in plain sight, bro.
I understand
he's more cunning and subtle than any. No, bro, he's more cunning and subtle than any beast on the earth, bro.
I understand that there are a lot of powerful Jewish people in a lot of powerful positions throughout the world.
The most powerful, bro. They own all the central banks. They literally own all the central banks, bro.
Have you ever read this book, The Milner-Fabian Conspiracy?
It looks familiar. It looks familiar. Who wrote it?
A dude named Juan Ratiu. His first name, though, is spelled Ioan, but it's pronounced Juan, believe it or not. But, dude, look, read this book. It's a thick book, and it's like there's a lot of... It's fucking packed with... It's just not him just saying this shit. Everything is very well sourced in this book. And...
How old is it?
It was written originally in, like, 2012. Yeah. This is from 2012 originally. So let me just ring off some of the chapters, right? Socialism, Chapter 1, the Fabian Conspiracy, the Labor Party, Council on Foreign Relations, Chatham House, the UN scam, the EU scam, immigration, multiculturalism.
Right. So, like, I'm going to stop you, bro. I'm going to stop you right there, because every single thing you're naming are all started and thought about by Jews.
The Jews,
They're
I know.
All started
Dude,
I'm not joking. I wish it wasn't true, bro. I wish it wasn't.
It's... Dude, I understand it's a lot of power. Think of it like this, right? If I had a grand global scheme, and it was interconnected through Satanism, through the Catholic Church, through the Christian religion,
You're saying religions again, though. I just got to tell you, you're saying
through
religions.
the banking institutions, through the media, through the things that go above the banking institutions.
No, I wasn't saying you're wrong. I was just pointing it out, bro. I'm just listening.
Sure. No, that's fair. That is fair. Now, if I were to try to pull off this grand global 1,000-year-old scheme, don't you think that we'd want to establish a fall guy at some point? Someone to clearly point the finger out and everyone can say, see, it's this group of people doing it. Wouldn't that make sense logically?
White people are the evil people. White people are the evil people that are pointed to. Jews like to say they're white when it helps them, but then when they're trying to bash white people, they clearly point out that they're not white, bro. If you look at every single movement, like you just said, socialism, look at the feminist movement, if you look at transgenderism, if you look at communism, bro, all of it was all started by Jews, bro.
I understand.
You understand also that, like, even 4,000 years ago, they were the ones that were using usury and shit like that, controlling, and then they would get kicked out of countries, bro. Just them. Nobody else got kicked out of countries.
I understand. No, I understand. They've been kicked out of 110 countries like 10 times each. Dude, I get it. I understand.
Right.
I'm not trying to give Jews a pass historically for what Jewish people in certain positions of power, certain Jewish people in certain positions of power have done. They've wreaked havoc. I understand they're behind the porn industry largely. You know, I get it.
Hookup culture. Every degradation, yeah.
But to say it's solely them, I mean, dude, it would be impossible.
So say something that might convince me that it's not just them, bro.
I mean, okay. So Fabian
what's
socialism.
What's the colliding factor then that brings all the
Fabian socialism in and of itself? Fabian socialism in and of itself, and I'm trying to give you a resource. Like, skim through this book, if anything.
I don't know.
Skim through the
I'm on
Milner
my phone,
Fabian.
but I can't. Let me write it down, bro.
All right. God
damn it.
Because it's like it's hard to summarize an entire book, you know. But
well, just summarize your ideas. What I'm saying, bro.
Hold
the book back up, please.
Yeah, the whole rhetoric where it's just the Jews, it's the Jews. It's like it's opening this path to have World War II basically repeat itself. Now, what happened after World War II?
I mean,
what happened after World War II? Israel was established.
What happened before World War II?
Okay, I understand what happened. Yes, World War I happened before World War II. Yes, and the Rothschilds pissed off.
And the Great Depression.
I understand.
Right. Okay, so,
but what I'm saying is, how is the solution then trying to get rid of all the Jews again? They're just going to come back and be like, dude, Holocaust 2, it was 12 million this time. They're going to be like, it was 12 million this time.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. I'm just saying, it's not about getting at them or doing anything to them. It's about the awareness, bro. As long as people know, then they can't fuck up your country. You don't have to have hostility toward them. You know what I mean? That's actually what Hitler wanted to do, is move them to a land of their own, out of his country.
Well, I mean,
he didn't want to make concentration camps.
It seems like people like Mel Gibson and, historically there have been figures who have been publicly ostracized in like the early 2000s for even stumbling upon the fact that like just Hollywood, you know what I mean?
Right. But you understand that like the right, like conservatives say that China runs Hollywood. So like, what the fuck, bro?
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. The awareness part of it is what matters.
That's fair. And
it can be other people with them, bro. It doesn't have to be just them, but they are the ones that are at the top. Mostly. Not all over the board, but 99%.
The Catholic religion is way up there, dude. Way up there, too.
Yeah, but, dude, Constantine was... Bro, the Catholic religion, Catholicism means universalism. So that's literally communism in religion form. We're all equal. That's communism in religion form. So like Catholicism is literally, it was started by Jews. I don't know if you know that, but literally every single religion today was started by Jews.
I have a hard time. That's something you have to be incredulous with a statement.
See, but I've read about that, bro.
Okay.
I've read about that. I wish I had my shit right here. Hold on, let me pull out one book.
Is it the book?
Well, this isn't about
the centralized or the history of enslavement and like central banking and the enslavement of mankind.
No.
Because the dude who wrote that book, I mean, it's an informative book, but the guy who wrote that book like just doesn't think anything at all happened during the Holocaust. Like not even like 270 some odd thousand.
They didn't kill 6 million Jews, bro.
No, I understand that.
If you check the Jews' own stats of their own death records, like it doesn't even add up. So
it's closer to like 270,000 or something. I know. I'm familiar with like David Irvin's work, and there's lots of resources on that. But at any rate, let's get to the question. So here was the question.
Can I ask you, bro, if you're white?
Yeah, I'm Italian. I'm Italian. I don't know. I've had people tell me that I'm not white.
Bro. Right on, bro. That's white, bro. That's white, bro. That's European.
What does it matter, though? See, why does that matter?
It does matter, bro. Because, bro, it matters because we're the only race that's told not to have pride in your race. We're the only race taught that.
There's definitely been kind of an anti-white agenda. You look at Carlin's stuff, and like it's been going on for a while.
Bro,
I get it.
The same thing has happened over and over and over thousands of years, bro. We as a people always make civilizations, and then the Jews ruin it, and we end up fight or flight, and we ended up traveling westward towards going down in the sun. We went westward from West China. And we ended up going towards the mountains of Caucasus. That's when we turned into Caucasians, right? Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? We always keep moving, bro, until we couldn't go any further west. We went all the way west. So it's just the same thing happening over and over and over again. But what was your question, bro? I really want to fucking hear this question, dude.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's a lighter question than the subject matter we've been talking about, but Yeah,
it has to be, bro. It has to be.
It's still got a little bit of a punch, but so the question is simple. It's what is slavery? How would you get, what's the best definition of slavery you can drop right now?
I mean, I would say just like off the top of my head, the shortest, cutest one would be like just humans owning other species of humans, because we're not all one race. You get that, right?
Well, we're all one species.
We're not all one race.
We're all one species. I think we're all human.
Right, basically, in a sense.
You'd agree with that.
Not all human. We're not all humans, bro. Human in fucking ancient Aramaic, if you look up human, it means spirit man. So actually there was man and human and woman, right? And then there's male and female. Do you understand?
Sure. I mean, the English
there's
language.
Celestial and terrestrial, bro.
Okay. Sure, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't dispute that or debate that too hard. It seems
humans owning other humans. Is that close enough to sounding okay?
Yeah. I just like to add, like, when even 1% of your labor is forced at the threat of violence, like.
Bro, we're in slavery. We're in slavery right now. We're in slavery. Yeah.
No, of course.
Dude, I owe taxes,
polished
bro.
and
I might get sent to jail, bro.
Well, okay. Here's a good resource for you. You may have never heard of this guy. His name is George Gordon. Common Law. He talks about tax avoidance, not tax evasion. You might be able. He's from the 80s, so I'm sure they've refined the process. The Federal Reserve has sharpened their dildo, I'm sure, since the 80s. But
sure.
Check out George Gordon, Common Law. I put it in the chat there if you want to screenshot
it. I just wrote it. I'm writing it down, bro.
He might be able to help you with some tax stuff.
Screenshot. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh fuck! I almost just.
I spelled George wrong.
I almost just turned it off.
I spelled George wrong, but you get it.
I would have known what you.
You would have known what I meant.
Yeah, dude, right on, bro.
Cool. Well, I'll leave you with that, man.
Those Reynolds sell those hats, bro. No, those Reynolds sell those hats.
Yeah, the famous Reynolds actor is doing ads for them now. What's his name? It's Nathan Reynolds, right?
Are you joking?
No, I am joking. That's a joke.
Are you joking, bro?
I am kidding. I am kidding.
Damn it, dude.
But he is connected to the tinfoil family. That's like an old bloodline. That famous actor, Nathan Reynolds, is like part of the tinfoil family.
That's awesome.
They've been making our hats for over 100 years. What was your name, man?
Bro. White power, dude. Yo, I'm Shane, bro.
Shane, look, power to people of morality. As morality increases within a society, so does human freedom. If there's one thing I can leave you with, don't fall into the pit of it's all the Jews all the time, and read this book. Because, look, there's a lot of Jews in this book, so it'll confirm partially what you're saying, but it's like there's just a little bit more, dude. I'm telling you. I hope you believe me.
Well,
I hope
what's
you
the
don't
connection
believe
part?
me.
That's all I'm asking is what's the connection, bro?
It's people from the UK that are non-Jewish. It's white
I know,
people. It's
but
black
what is
people.
their
It's
motive?
Asian
What
people.
is
Rich
their
people.
motive?
Poor people. Satanists. Jews. Fucking bankers. Fucking pedophiles. Like, it's not just Jews.
But I'm just asking you, but what is their motive then if one big mesh of things and people? How are they collectivized, bro?
Power and slavery. Power and more power and less people. Eugenics. It's like
eugenics.
The Nazi movement is the same as the Zionist movement. It's the same idea.
Nazi is National Socialism, bro. Nationalism meaning your nation, your people, and socialism meaning your own kind, brother.
Here's a question for you. Then, what is socialism? How would you define socialism?
Socialism is just a weaker version of communism, bro.
So don't the Nazis hate the commies?
It's a step. Yes, fascism is the opposite of communism.
fascism is not the opposite of communism. I'd say.
Yeah, but it's on the farthest. It's the farthest right. Communism is the farthest left, bro.
Think of it as two masks of the same face, though, because at the end of the day, the state controls everything. It leads to the same place. Wouldn't you agree with that?
No, it doesn't at all, bro. It doesn't at all. No, it doesn't at all, bro. You have a whole different society when you have only your own people in your own country, worrying about your own people and your own country. You see what I'm saying? Whereas socialism, everybody's equal, everybody's welcome. You feel what I'm saying?
But okay,
we all get paid the same and shit. Like communism is gonna be like one group of. I'm just trying to. I hate this delay, bro. What'd you say your name was?
My name's Sean. I'm sorry about the delay.
Shane,
I'm on a shitty old computer. But
it's all good, bro.
Think about it like this, right? Under fascism and under communism, there's still a banker class. There's still capital. There is still capital that's being distributed in a very similar way, and we're going toward the same end goal.
Okay, so my question is, if fascism was like the same thing or like just as bad,
it's not the same thing. It leads to the same place.
Right. That's sorry. I didn't mean it like that, bro. But my question is just that: why is one literally only one of those has gotten protected? Attacked.
Why has only one of them been protected? I mean, I get what you're saying. Communism is very much more spread out in colleges and stuff. That rhetoric is definitely, you know, weaponized against young people especially, and like leftist crowds for sure. I understand that.
Right.
Why is fascism? I think people need a dialectic. I think people need a dialectic to choose from. So it's like Tiny Mustache Man bad, so then Karl Marx good, or Stalin good.
Yeah, Karl Marx, his
people
real name was Moses Mordecai Levy, bro.
I've never heard that one before, but
Karl Marx, you can look it up, bro. His name was Moses Mordecai Levy, and his grandfather was a Rabbi Jew.
Okay. But the point I'm trying to get at
that was the start of communism was Jewish. I'm just telling you, the start of communism was Jewish.
Wouldn't it make sense, though, for people... Wouldn't it be easier to get people to subscribe to communism with fascism? Because if you don't have the polar opposite to even compare it to, or the other side of the dialectic, then how are people gonna know to side with it or not if there's nothing to compare it to? It's like Huxley versus Orwell, 1984 versus Brave New World.
I get what you're saying. In a way, fascism hasn't really ever existed like that, bro. It's never really fully existed.
Do you know what's never truly flourished and ever existed on this planet anywhere?
Damn, bro. Are you vaping, dude?
Anarchy. Yeah, I vape. I'm still addicted to nicotine. You can know all this shit and still be fucking addicted.
It's making me want to vape, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to quit. But
you will, brother.
Kudos.
No, anarchy,
keep it up.
You're
keep
right. In a sense, yeah.
Anyways, look, I got to move on, man. This is an engaging conversation, but
yeah, bro. No, dude. And good luck with the questions, bro. I love this shit, dude. You're the shit, bro.
Thanks, bro. Check out my if you're so inclined, check out my stream. It's just called Matrix Phone Booth. I'm on Rumble and YouTube right now.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Probably gonna pop up my algorithm now.
Probably.
All right, bro.
All right, there you go. National Socialist here live in the Matrix Phone Booth. Because it's all the Jews. It's all the Rosicrucians. It's all the Freemasons. Don't you know? It's just one group of people that's got to be it. That's got to be it.
God.
I'm telling you, I think my Fall Guy theory has a lot of credence to it. Hello, how's it going?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I'm on here asking folks one question, and it's voluntary to answer. The question being, what is slavery?
I'm locking in. What is slavery? Damn, that's deep. I guess slavery is controlling one's actions, controlling all their actions physically.
Controlling.
Maybe mentally too, but think on its own. So I'd say that most plain and simple thing, you know?
Controlling all of someone's actions, either in mind or body. Because you can't control someone's spirit, I guess. But okay, you're not completely wrong. I'd like to take it one step further, though. So let's say someone's forcing me to do labor that I don't want to do, and they say, I want 30% of the profits that you earn, and if you don't give me that, then I'm going to send people with guns to your house, and they're going to throw you in a cage if you don't comply with them. Would you consider that slavery, even if it's just 30% and not, like, all?
To an extent, yeah, but not all the way. Because me personally, I want to give them shit and then just wait for the people to come knock on my house. I feel like it's more of a threat. But if they're demanding like a cut of your pay, it's like strippers. Or like, what's it called? I'll let you speak.
Well, what's the drawback? Like, so let's say it was 40% or 50%. Now is it slavery?
It's slavery to an extent, but not all the way. You know, like a portion. Because it's not like they want everything that you're fucking earning.
Well, I don't think there's anything
But
as
is that person
partial
looking
slavery.
for choice? Like, are they like, huh?
Well, I don't think there is such a thing as partial slavery. It's like you're either enslaved or you're not, you know? Maybe there's different forms of it, but I don't think there's like more slavery than other. It's just like it's different operations of slavery, I think.
Different timing. Slavery is like definitely there, but it's just the timing's different, you know?
Well, what percentage would it have to cross for it to be considered slavery for you? Like 60, 70? Like full slavery?
I think any percentage is like, yeah, it's fucked up, but I don't know how to classify that as, you know?
I mean, if
it's not like...
No, go on.
Because I feel like the slavery that like we or only have heard of was like where they didn't make anything for their family, like they were owned and like, you know what I'm saying? So like still getting a profit of the work that you're doing is kind of subjectable to just slavery in its end, because you're doing something. I mean, is the work like he's doing, does he want to do it? Because he's still earning some money.
I mean, that is relevant to the question. Let's say he wants to do it. Let's say he's like, all right, boss, I don't mind doing this work, but I want to keep that extra 30%, so I'm not just going home with 70% of the thing that I worked for and you didn't. Not even boss. Taxman, sorry, not even boss. Taxman.
I think we would classify that as stealing then.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would classify that as theft. That's exactly what that is. And so when someone takes something that doesn't belong to them and they force you to comply through fear, threats of violence, or coercion, then yeah, that's theft, and I'd take it further and I'd say, no, that's actually just full-out slavery even. Like, let's simplify it. Let's just say it was just you and me. we're the only two people left on the planet. And you come up to me and you say, for every 10 of those bananas that you get out of that tree on this island that we're stuck on, you have to give me 2 of those bananas. Would that make any sense whatsoever?
No, but that's just how our government works. If that's what you're getting at, are you getting at like tax dollars and like healthcare and
I am.
all that?
I am more specifically taxation, but yeah, healthcare is a pretty fucked up industry as well. You know, they make a lot of money there.
You're in the U.S. It does look ass here. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking ass. I'd move to Canada if I could.
Are you not in the U.S.?
I am.
Oh, okay. Why would you move to Canada though? They're having all their rights stripped away, and they're probably going to get robots before us.
Stop, bro. Stop playing. You think we're in the best country in the world?
I think that the example that the American Revolution set for the rest of the world, and the fact that we declared our independence from the British, and like, you know, people took like bayonets to the heart and were like marching around barefoot in the ice and the snow. I mean, I'd say, yeah, that kind of raises the bar because like no other country has really done that in the history of countries. So we kind of redefined freedom as an example for the rest of the world. Do I think America is perfect or even good in the state that it's in? Absolutely not. We've made millions, countless mistakes along the way as a country through our leadership. I'm not even holding the founding fathers up on a pedestal. You know, a lot of them were fucking thought owning slaves was somehow moral and justified in their time. Even with the wisdom to write the Declaration of Independence, it blows my mind that people can write a document like the Declaration of Independence and then still at the same time be like, what if we owned slaves? It doesn't make sense. But so yes, in a way I do think that America is, in a strange way, the greatest country on earth, which is fucking sad. Which is sad.
I agree with you on that. We do have like a lot of freedom to do whatever the fuck we want. Like other countries, it's fucked up how they can't do things that we do, you know? But I feel like it's just our president right now who's kind of like fucking us over and like hiding a bunch of shit. I don't know.
Well, Trump's just following an ancient business plan. He's following the same plan that Biden and Obama and Bush and, you know, all of them back to maybe even Washington. I'm sure Washington had some people telling him even what to do back in the heyday. But at any rate, definitely. I want to share this book with you. You should check out this book. I feel like you'd enjoy it. It's called The End of All Evil.
The End of All Evil?
Yeah, by Jeremy Locke. Check it out. You could probably find a copy on Amazon for like
what
20.
Is it about?
It's about the end of all evil. It's about
what is it about?
It's about what evil is. It's about what freedom is. It's about simplicity and obfuscation and complexity. It's about evil and control, the nature of evil. It's about authority, violence, and how these things are used to keep evil in place. It's very simple. It's very beautifully and simply written, easy to understand. It's like 90 pages. You could read this in a day.
A day, yeah. Now you have quite a little library up there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite genre?
Nonfiction. Nonfiction. I'd say nonfiction books about social engineering.
Social engineering. Damn, so you're like, damn.
Yeah, not a big Dr. Seuss guy. Never been much of a Walt Disney guy. I know Walt doesn't have too many books, but I do have this book, Walt's Revolution.
Are you autistic?
Whoa, what's that?
No offense. Are you autistic?
No, I'm not. Thankfully.
Walt's Revolution, is that the Disney story? Like about how he was a fucked up guy?
Yeah, a little bit. and it's about how, you know, Disney World and stuff has a bit of a shady past, and yeah. But no, I'm not autistic. Thank you for asking. Sometimes people ask me if I'm Jewish. I'm also not Jewish.
Thank God.
I'm not Jewish or autistic. Let's see, what else am I not? I'm not retarded. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I'll leave you
That's
with
good, bro.
this.
That's good.
I'm gonna put some websites in the little chat bar here, and check out these websites in your leisure. Be incredulous with all the information you hear in the websites too. Don't believe anything, you know, that anyone says in any of this shit. Just think about it. Interesting. We're getting some thoughtful folks here. Hello, how's it going?
Oh, look, Indy. Indy.
Okay, let me just turn your camera.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
How's it going, folks?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So I'm on here. I'm asking, what's on my head?
Yeah.
This is my tinfoil helmet. It's Reynolds brand.
Why do you have a tinfoil helmet? Yeah.
So the government can't read my mind. Duh. Like,
Oh, yeah.
why
I
else
think
do
about
people wear
girls.
tinfoil helmets?
What? I don't know.
There's only one reason, and that's it. So, because there's not really a lot. This can't stop bullets or anything. But
Yeah, right. Exactly.
at any rate, jokes aside, I'm on here asking folks a simple question. It's completely voluntary. You don't have to answer if you wouldn't like. But would you care to hear the question?
Okay, what's your question?
So the question is, what is slavery? What is slavery?
Slavery is when white people take black people and make them do yard work and make them cook and clean and make them do stuff, and then
She's my slave.
white people.
You were so confident.
And then white people.
She's my
white
slave.
people beat the
She's
black people
also my
to death.
slave.
And then
Hold on,
they
let her.
don't let them
Okay,
do
hold on,
anything.
hold on. One at a time. Everybody, just settle down.
She's my slave.
They don't let them. They don't let the black people have any freedom, and they make them work in the yards and then in the kitchen, and they do all their work for them. And then that way, like white people have everything they want, and then black people have nothing because, like,
Wow, where did you learn that? Where could you have possibly learned that?
Huh?
Where could you have possibly learned such a thing?
Social studies.
Social studies. Mr.
Social
Vickery.
studies. And
Oh, so in like in
my ELA
school.
teacher started. My ELA teacher started crying because we were talking about slavery.
It's an emotional subject.
Wait, no.
It's
really?
It's a very touchy subject for some people. Yes, human slavery. If your teacher only knew how bad human slavery really was, she'd be sobbing.
She was in it.
She'd be sobbing.
She was in it.
She's that old. She's talking about.
Now, okay, so you're saying slavery is specifically a racial thing, and not only that, it's specifically like a white on black thing. Oh, we lost him. We lost him, folks. I demand to know. Hello.
Hello, I'm gonna take a picture. Ready?
Cheese.
Say cheese. Oh, cheese. Are you good? Thank you.
Yep. I'm in that database now. All right. See, it's a successful test. It takes a little bit to warm up. Hello, sir. Secret agent man. Hello.
Hey, boys.
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
So I'm on here asking folks a question. It's completely voluntary that you answer. Would you like to know what the question is?
Sure. What's the question?
The question is, what is slavery?
Where you force someone to do work without pay.
So no pay.
Without benefit. Without benefit.
Okay. What if someone forces you to work and you get paid, but only maybe 70% of what you worked for, and then someone else who didn't work for it gets the other 30%?
It depends if that's like a contract. Like, they do like the contracts like that on Shark Tank all the time. Like,
Well, let's
but,
say. Go on.
like in a sex trafficking case, I definitely think that's slavery.
Okay. What if you refuse to cough up the 30%, the person who's demanding it threatens to send people with guns to your house, and if you don't comply with them, they throw you in a cage? Would that be slavery?
Yeah.
That would.
I definitely think that the American justice system does that all the time.
Well, the taxation system does that. Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I
okay.
agree with you.
Do you work? Do you pay taxes?
Yes.
You do. Okay, so we're both slaves. Congratulations. We're both slaves. Cheers.
Wait, what do you mean? Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you keep doing whatever the hell it is you're doing. You can tell when there's like a film over the pineal gland almost. Hello, how we doing, folks? Hello. Consider the Fall Guy theory. That's all I'm saying. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. If you're gonna have a grand fucking multi-century scheme, then you gotta have a Fall Guy. That's just my opinion. You gotta have a Fall Guy in that scenario. And say what you will, white people are the Fall Guy. Maybe in the mainstream institutions, maybe that is true and that is being pushed. But once you get out of the main pen, then all of a sudden it's all the Jews, and it's like, what's the same thing? I don't know. Fall Guys. You need Fall Guys to execute the plan. You know? Something to consider. I might end the stream here. We're coming up on 2 hours. Hello, sir. Oh. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Well, you could hear me. Confirmed. Hello. Care to answer a question? Absolutely not.
fuck you trying to say?
Hey, fellas. Oh, no. Hello. Can you hear me? How you doing? I want to ask you a question.
No.
It's voluntary
Yes,
that you answer. You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. What is slavery?
Cotton picking niggers.
An informed, well-read individual there. How you doing, sir? Hey, gentlemen.
Hello,
You are
hello.
here being asked a question. It is a voluntary question. Would you like to know what the question is?
Yes. Yes, please.
All right. Excellent. So that question would be, what is slavery? Stumped them. For 200, what is slavery? Let's see what this is all about here. Hello? Purple-faced entity creature. Hello. Oh, saw the books. Hello, how we doing? Muy bien. Habla inglés?
Sí.
All right.
안녕하세요.
So I'm going to ask a question, and I'd like to hear your answer. KS slavery. What is slavery? Wow. Getting mixed reactions to that question. I would like to at some point come on here as like a therapist type person or like a medical doctor. Hello, how we doing, ladies? Hello, sir.
How's it going, brother?
It's going. Can't stop it now. I'm on here asking folks one question.
You said, sir, help. Okay, what's up?
The question being, what is slavery? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
What is slavery?
Yes, sir.
I wish my fucking yard would get cut for free.
Okay. Me too. But I wouldn't say that's slavery.
Honestly, I'm just on here to troll people. No, honestly, I'm just on here to troll people, so I'm not going to give you a legit answer.
Well, come on, be serious. Look, you can troll everyone else, but like, just be serious with me. Again, this is all voluntary. You don't have to, but...
Well, I mean, define slavery, because there's a lot of... What the fuck is that? There's a lot of different terms when it comes to slavery nowadays.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. I mean, I know the definition, but I'm just trying to get a scope on what people think, like the general folks of Omegle.
Oh, I'm not one of the general. I honestly don't give a fuck about that shit, to be honest.
Well, you're on Omegle.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Omega, I'm just here to troll people. When it comes to serious conversations, I genuinely just don't give a fuck.
Well, that's unfortunate, sir. But,
I mean, not really. Would you rather me waste your time and try to troll you, or would you rather me be honest?
I appreciate your honesty. It's still unfortunate, though. But that's okay, because I'm sure you've had plenty of serious conversations in your life. You look locked into whatever's going on that screen there. And I'll leave you to it, brother. You enjoy your evening. I got to start making these more boot campy. You know? I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up here soon. G'day, sir. I'm on here asking a question. Would you like to know what the question is?
Sure.
Excellent. The question is, what is slavery?
When they made black people pick cotton.
So it's specifically like a time and race thing? Like slavery can't exist beyond those bounds? It has to be race and like during the 1800s?
No, I could make a white person. Actually, no, I can make a white person my slave.
Okay, so then what is slavery?
It's just someone. I'd say it's someone that you make do stuff for you, but if they don't do it for you, then you beat them. I don't know.
Hey, you know, I feel like that might be actually the closest answer I've gotten so far. When you force someone to do something, and if they don't do it, you beat them. Okay, so, like, wouldn't you say that's kind of like the tax system? Isn't that like taxation?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Like, wouldn't you say, like, the jail cells are like the modern whip in a way?
Yeah, that makes, like, that's pretty equal, I guess, yeah.
Kind of makes sense when you think about it like that.
Facts.
Well, there you go. Look, I'm not out here claiming I'm doing the Lord's work or even anything significant. It's something, though. It's my little shitbox phone booth. I'm going to try to get maybe one more engaged mind.
Now, when I say people, it's natural.
Hello. Oh. Oh. Hello. Would you care to answer a question?
No, ask away, ho.
Well, you just said you don't want to answer it, so.
No, I said I wouldn't care to answer a question.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. All right, fair. Yeah, glad we ironed that out. So here's the question. What is slavery?
When a person's being held against their will to do labor or hard labor for free or no money.
What if someone's...
Or very little money.
Okay, all right. Okay. So, very little money, forced to work, or forced to cough up that money. Okay, I agree. Here's the follow-up question then. At what point does it become slavery? Like, if I'm giving 30% of my labor and effort and my money to someone who didn't earn it, would you consider that slavery?
Like, are you talking about, like, when people go to, like people come from different countries and they come to, like, a rich person's house to, like, clean and be a nanny and do a lot of bullshit, and that's not necessarily a slave. Like, that's like a nanny, almost.
Well, yeah,
Like a
I don't think
housekeeper.
nannies are necessarily... Like, yeah, if someone hires me to do something for them, and then they pay me 100% of what we agreed upon, that's not slavery. Oh, I cut you off there. Sorry. No. What is slavery?
What?
What is slavery?
Where someone makes you do something you don't want to do. No, slavery.
So like chores or is slavery?
Are you talking about slavery back then or now?
I don't think slavery is bound by time. I'm just asking what it is. Like slavery then is the same as slavery now. It might have a different method, but
Not necessarily though.
We'll go on.
Black people are slaves.
So if you're black, you're automatically a slave?
No. Well, if you were black, like in the 1800s, you would.
I see.
But now, no. Okay, my slaves now.
All right, get off the tablets, ladies. Pick up a book, get off the tablet, engage your mind. All right, have a good night. I think that's a wrap, folks. That's it for tonight. That's all I'm going to push out. Thank you for tuning in to yet another rendition of the Matrix phone booth. It's 9:12 here in the mountains, so just missed that cutoff date there. But at any rate, folks, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've learned something. And if not, then whatever. You know, that's fine too. You have a good evening out there, and God bless.